Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2025. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. Now, you may notice an absence of the Gaia chimes. Some of the collective felt that it went on a little bit too long. Even though I cleanse your reading just before I even start your reading, they felt that the Gaia chimes were a little bit too much. So I thought I'd trial some readings without them just to see how it goes. Maybe they hit different without the Gaia chimes, these readings. So please let me know in the comments box below. If you miss them, I know personally I will miss them, but I just thought I'd honor the comments and trial it just to see how it goes, okay? So let us start your reading and let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know regarding their love life at this time? Who are they aligning with? Can you please show them the journey towards love? What do they need to be aware of at this present moment in time for their highest good? So the first card there is the Stork, okay? Now, even though the stork has shown up for you, I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers in the water, okay? So either you've just received some flowers or you will be receiving some flowers. I mean, a bouquet tends to mean an invitation. So I want you to be aware of that. A token of appreciation at this invitation event is what I'm being given. So random, but something to bank, okay? But your first card, let's get to the cards. I'm just telling you about the images because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading there. We've got the stork. So this indicates there's sudden movement and improvement in your love life. It indicates you've been waiting for a very long time. You've been vigilant, keeping your eyes peeled to see if there's anyone out there who really sparks your attention. But you may have felt a little bit lost when it comes to the dating scene because, you know, the stork indicates it's been a long time coming. We have the star energy there as well. So some of you may have felt that in love, your faith has been tested, as it were, that perhaps, you know, you have been in a period of healing there as well. I feel like you're focused on your priorities at this time. Really interesting because normally, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the star is number 17, okay? And the stork in this card here is number 17 as well. So 17 could be relevant is what my guides are saying to me right now. They're like pointing out number 17, number 17. So I had to honor that for you. Now we also have the whip, okay? Ooh, and we have the lucky clover, okay? So looking at your energy, I feel that you are prioritizing, you know, things that are important for you. The stork indicates a lot of you may feel like nesting, settling down. Maybe you're focused more on your home life at this moment in time. But I do see here that if you think about the nature of the stork, you know, it waits, it watches, and then suddenly it, you know, pounces and grabs a fish. Okay, and the fish in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot as well as the Lenormand deck, this connects highly to the Page of Cups, which means the dream of love becomes a reality. Now, the Page of Cups is a Pisces card, so I feel, you know, you are about to meet someone very suddenly. It is going to be sudden because this card literally means sudden change, okay? And the clover means it's a lucky change. You're destined to meet a person. But the whip is there. So the whip can indicate that you keep love at arm's length at first, or you're unsure at first. It can be that it's happening so quickly that you're like, oh, slow this down. So I'll have to go to the Celtic cross just to see a little bit more. But, you know, with the stork here, this can indicate that a lot of you, you know, you're wanting to start afresh. It can be that after a long period of withdrawing from love and focusing on your priorities, suddenly your attention is leaning a little bit more into wanting to put yourself in a position to meet someone new, okay? A lot of you with the star energy especially in the resistance position, it's like you haven't been allowing yourself to be seen, or you haven't been like wishing for love. I mean, you may want it, but it's not something that's been a priority. It hasn't been on your mind, as it were. A lot of you are more focused on your family, on your healing journey, and also your ambition, your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. But it just feels like with the whip there, you know, and I may not be picking up on everybody's energy here, but because the whip is there, there seems to be some sort of blockage, or for some of you with the star and the whip, it can indicate that you've loved and lost before. You've been in a relationship where there was pain, because the whip can indicate that you equate love at this moment as a very painful experience, for example, and you're healing from something. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there and so much love if that's you. But I do see here that you're destined to meet a person who is not going to emulate a cycle or, you know, repeat something from your past. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, of course, number 16 is the Tower energy in this. So we have the stork there, a desire to settle down eventually with someone. But the Tower can indicate, because 16, I have to honor that number, it indicates that some of you have gone through some major upheaval in your life over the last couple of years. And you may be just trying to deal with change. And it's hard. So the last thing that you're thinking about right now is, you know, creating space for another person to come on in. I feel like you're just doing you right now and trying to recalibrate in some way. And for some of you, you know, I feel like you're rebuilding. That's the energy I'm getting. And this doesn't have to be in terms of love. This can be life. You know, it can be that the pressure has been on and you're trying to manage things and just, you know, create stability and security in your life right now. And it's been a lot. It's been overwhelming. So I definitely feel that energy coming through. But, you know, number 16 is actually taking a leap of faith. You know, if you think about it, the Tower sees two figures take a leap of faith out of the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It is an indication that the universe sends a sign or signal that it's time to, you know, make a decision. And it's got number 6 at the bottom there. Now, 6 is the Lover's card energy, so this can indicate that you're going to have a sudden change or plot twist when it comes to love, and it is going to align with your desires for what a relationship should look like for you, okay? So I definitely see here that you're getting yourself in a position to be seen. You're aligning yourself with someone who is destined to meet you. However, there is this resistance, okay? The whip, you know, it tends to mean that, you know, it's like a protective measure. If you think about a whip, especially, it causes pain, right? It causes a person to be like afraid. So I feel, you know, there is this energy here of you being stricter with yourself and not allowing, you know, everybody in. I feel like right now you're decluttering your life, body, mind, and soul. And that's across friendships. I feel like you're evolving. And there is this energy of, I'm only going to be able to explain it like this because my guides are giving me an energy. It's like control. So it's like you want to retain your sense of independence. So either you were with a person in the past that tried to control you, okay? It's this energy as well of like, I've got my life under control right now and I'm trying to create peace. I just don't want that complexity added. So I'm picking up on that, but I also feel that because it's number 11, which is, of course, a soul path number, it means a soulmate is coming on in. There could be this delay. I'll have to go to the Celtic Cross to see this because it's a complex energy that's coming through. So it could be that you meet this person and suddenly you've got a vacation booked. So there's some sort of separation. So you can't, like, discover the relationship straight away. Or it can be that they are, like, at a distance from you. So it means it will evolve slowly and, you know, it will come to something that is very secure and long-term, but it just feels like there is some sort of challenge at the beginning of your relationship. Okay, if that makes sense. I hate to give that message, but I got to honor the cards that are there. Okay, this is the outcome energy. So it means there's challenge, but you're destined to meet a person. When you have the outcome energy as the clover, this is the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune. So it means that suddenly, and again, it's number 6 there as well. Suddenly there's love. Number 6 is the Lover's card, as I mentioned. Now this can indicate that there's a choice because you have that energy. So I would say I need to go to the Celtic cross. For some of you, if you've had a relationship with someone in the past and you have children with that person, this could be the complexity. It could be that it's a challenge to open yourself up to a new relationship because the dynamics are complex. Maybe I'm picking up on that. For some of you, not all of you, of course, but for those of you who have children as well, it can be, because I'm just mentioning it because there is like a little baby stork there. It can be that it's a challenge to find time or create space because you have responsibility there. You're still going to be able to do it. Love, will conquer boundaries and obstacles. So you're destined to meet a person. So whatever the obstacle is, it's going to be different for everybody. It just feels like when you meet this new person, this is the outcome. These two cards are the outcome cards. It means initially there's a bit of a challenge, or there's a little bit of like sussing each other out, not so sure, keeping each other like at a bit of a distance. And then we've got that clover, which means you're destined. You just click. You fit each other, as it were. Let's go to the Celtic cross to see a little bit more, because what am I being given now? I'm being given a song straight away. The Power of Love. Oh gosh, this is a very famous song. I think it's by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Yeah. The Power of Love. A Force from Above. Oh. Lovers entwine, divine, divine. I was given different parts of the song. Okay, listen out for that song, because that song may play over the next coming weeks or months that highlight you're about to meet a soulmate. I'm just being given this energy that for some of you, this person may have just traveled to Hollywood, because my guides are saying something about Hollywood being relevant. I mean, maybe this person is a performer or something, or has connections to Hollywood. I'm not sure. I'm just going to give it to you the way I'm being given by my guides, okay? But listen out for that song. It could play anywhere, just suddenly, and you're just going to hear it and be like, oh, this is a signpost from the universe to let you know that your love life journey is about to take a major shift, and there's going to be a sudden change eventually in your status. But I feel there's going to be a sudden change in you meeting someone new, and then a change in your status later on, because I feel you're going to take this one very slow. Okay, so we've got the Magician. You're aligning with a wish or a goal or a dream. The Magician indicates that you are in a very heightened state of attraction right now. You're a magnet, okay? And of course, the Magician is all about control. It's about how you control your energy. So perhaps some of you have been like, you know what? I have got to this point in my life where everything seems calmer without another person. So you're very independent, you're very self-assured, you're building in confidence, and I feel like a lot of you are trying to reignite your spark for life, connect to, your sense of inspiration for the projects that you have. We got the Star again. Look at this. Maybe the Hollywood thing. I just realized, wow, I'm a bit slow today. I just realized that maybe this person, Hollywood, this person's a star. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's listening out there. I can't imagine there's many famous people or stars watching this, but, you could be meeting someone who is a star. We've even got the King of Pentacles, which is normally a star on the pentacles there as well, but stars may be relevant. I mean, this could also be that you're taking a trip to Hollywood and you're walking down the Hall of Fame, and suddenly you bump into a person and it's love, So please, symbolically take these messages. Sometimes they may mean nothing in this moment, and then suddenly you're piecing it all together like a detective and going, oh my gosh, it all makes sense now. So we have that Star, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in the earthly plane position indicates you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And as I mentioned, a lot of you are connected to family or soul tribe members, focused on your projects. I feel you are building security in your life. The Stork is all about nesting or building security for family or for self. And that's the energy you seem to be in. We've got the Five of Swords in the past. So there is some conflict, but you're leaving it behind. If you've had conflict in the past, you may have met people who self-sabotaged in the past, who ghosted you, or, you know, said things that really wounded you because they felt like they were not enough for you and they projected their energy. And this may be a wound that has been at the core of your confidence. It may have shattered your confidence in some way. So I feel like a lot of you are, breaking free from that, cutting the ties to the past with that Ace of Swords. You will be talking to somebody new. Ace of Swords is a fresh new start. The hand of the universe pops in with a sword, which means, you know, there is change. You're taking accountability for your life and for your love life as well. And you have an idea. There's something you want to do. And then, you know, suddenly it is going to align you. Oh my gosh, look at this. The Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the withdrawal energy. It is like keeping everybody at a distance, as it were. Just like, I need my alone time. I just need to do some stuff for me. And then we've got that Page of Swords. You're going to be talking to someone new. You're keeping your eyes peeled. You're being very vigilant. I mean, there's so many swords here. Some of you may have contemplated online dating. If that's something that you've thought about or been doing, you may actually meet a person who has distance with you. Maybe that's why I'm seeing that whip energy as like it's a challenge, but love overcomes the challenge. We have the King of Swords. So there's two kings here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? Now, this could be you going to a place with a friend. Two of you going somewhere. But I will pull cards on it because this spread is normally about aspects of self. So it can indicate that with the King of Pentacles, your mind is firmly on your finances, on your security. And then the King of Swords is like creating a plan, strategizing, thinking outside the box, thinking a little bit more about what else you would like as an addition to your life. Okay, we have Five of Pentacles. Finally, we have, thanks so much, Spirit Guides. Woo, okay. We have a Four of Wands. Four of Wands is meeting someone. Okay, Four of Wands is being in the company of very creative people. As you can see, there's like a dinner date here. Okay, but the Four of Wands is literally the engagement card. So this can be understood in many different ways, which is like an event that you attend, perhaps. I mean, it looks like a very glitzy event. There's lots of stars in this photograph, so perhaps it's relevant with stars. There's literally the Milky Way there as well. So perhaps this person, stars is relevant in some way, like astronomy. Like maybe this person is into the constellations, or they work in a field where they study space, for example. So we must apply it to different arenas there. But the Four of Wands indicates that you'll meet a person where you just gel, you just click. And I feel, for some of you, I'm going to have to pull a card on that as well, because there's a nature energy coming on in. And I'm not talking about like nature, being out in nature. It feels like friendship. It feels like there is a friend vibe here. So let me just, can you please clarify this Four of Wands? Ace of Swords. So you're going to be talking to someone new. So it's definitely someone new. I just wanted to clarify as Ace of Swords there. I wanted to see, because I'm being given this energy of friends, but it's someone new. It's not a friend. So it could be that you're going to an event with a friend, or perhaps you're going to go on a double date eventually. Can I just see a little bit more regarding this Four of Wands? We've got the Ace of Swords. We got the Nine of Pentacles. No. You meet this person alone. I'm not sure where the friend element, does this friend introduce you? Nine of Pentacles is you meet this person on your own terms. You're not being set up. Queen of Wands. Okay. So for some of you, this could be that you attend something to do with your friend. Maybe you're supporting a friend, watching them do something or showing up for them in some way. But I feel this is perhaps you joining a new group or joining some sort of creative pursuit there, because the Queen of Wands is someone who mingles, who gets a lot of attention, and also spends time with people. you know, so it gets very creative there. But the Nine of Pentacles tells me you may do something on your own. You may be, I mean, Nine of Pentacles is getting out into nature as well. Maybe that's what I'm being given. Maybe your friend tells you about something and you go, oh, I'd like to try that for me. And then you go off and do something that's connected to that. I'm not really sure. I have to give it to you that, you know, you're meeting someone new regardless. You will be talking to someone new. Nine of Pentacles, you're having a glow up. You are magnetic with that Queen of Wands energy. So Queen of Wands also has star power. So this could be like if you've got a famous friend, or it could be someone you're meeting who has either been in an industry where they are well known or they are seen, you know, in the public arena. So please take it as it resonates. I'm going to move away from the energy. It's very strong. But let's start with your first card, the Magician. There's magic in the air. And I know that sounds very sort of like high in the sky apple pie, but the Magician is about your thought process, especially since you have the King of Swords. Thoughts become things. If you believe that love is never going to come for you, then you actually sever vibrations of, you know, the opportunity for love to connect to you. So I feel it's really important for you to recognize that what you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. So, you know, it is time to start reframing your mindset to believe that love is coming on in. There are literally infinite possibilities for you to meet this person. And, you know, it's really random, and I have to give it to you, right? Before I started your reading, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't write it down, but then it came back even stronger when I was actually starting your reading. I just saw this like event with loads of hats. I mean, loads of hats. And I should have mentioned it, but by then I was like shuffling the cards. I didn't write it down before, so I can't really call it. But it's so random. And your first card has got a hat on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, the hat thing. What was that all about? I saw a couple of images, and I don't really like to mention the images because I don't like to influence the reading, especially if the images are before I start your reading. It was when I was cleansing and starting to set up for your reading. And I just saw lots of hats, lots. So, I mean, I can't imagine there's like a hat convention that anyone's going to, but it could be that you see something really random, like loads of people are wearing different hats, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. And it could symbolize, you know, another signpost that you're about to meet the one. So look out for it. It's random. I mean, hats always connect to the knowingness, the crown chakra. So it could be like you're shifting your mindset and you know that love is going to come on in for you, and you can feel it. You just know there's a change. You're just feeling it in your bones kind of energy. But also look out for some event where, I mean, it could be that you're walking down the sidewalk and suddenly there's like a group of people wearing like very interesting hats. They were wonderful, very ornate is what I saw. So maybe there is a fancy dress party that you're going to, or because I saw things like a bowler hat, I saw like a cowboy hat, a Stetson, I saw hats with feathers in them. I just saw all these heads bobbing like they're walking down the sidewalk, and they all had hats, and I was like, weird. Anyway, here you are. The first card has got the hat, so look out for it, okay? But this card, ultimately, it is your founding card, which means that you are in a state of attraction. You are magnetic. You have personal gravitas, and you need to know that about yourself. But also, the Magician is about controlling your focus, okay? So if you are focused on your responsibilities, your tasks, you know, and all of those things, you're going to be submerged in that, and you're not going to see outside of that tunnel vision. But it is about creating space for love to come on in. So I feel some of you are shifting your perspective now to start to think about nesting, settling down, and wanting to find love. So you may be questioning, is love coming for you? Well, the answer is yes, okay? And I feel wherever you meet this person, it feels very much like you're alone, but there's a group of people. It feels like you're surrounded by people in some way. So, of course, if you're doing online dating, for some of you, because there's so many swords here which connect to the air, the ether, you know, this can be that you meet a person online and then, you know, you meet them physically in a public place. So it could literally be that, okay? But also, I mean, it could be that you meet someone in a chat forum where there's just lots of people. Maybe it's a niche, something that you're really interested in, and then you take it to, you know, real life, and of course you meet in a public space. So please apply it to your situation. But a lot of you, this could be that you are attending an event. And there may be an invitation. Maybe that's why I got the bouquet right at the beginning there. But the crossing card is the star, okay? And this can indicate that a lot of you have been in the shadows. The star is in the resistance position as well as the upright when it's in this position in your Celtic cross. So it can indicate there's moments where you have peeked out to see if there's anyone sparking your attention, but no one's got that spark, that chemistry that you're looking for. So then you feel fed up and then you withdraw and then you're off the radar for a long time. You're, off grid. So I would say the star in this position is saying, allow yourself to be seen. This is a time to get yourself out there and recognize that you are unique, and that is your superpower. You are you right now. You cannot be you in the past or in the future. You are you right now, and you're perfect the way you are, okay? And someone is going to love you for who you are right now. So this star energy also indicates that for some of you, you may have almost stopped wishing for love. But I do see here that your interest will be piqued, or something within you is shifting or changing where you are inspired or you're excited about something. And I feel you are compelled to go to some sort of experience. This time I want to say experience rather than event, an experience. And I feel this is a place, it could literally be a place where people sit down for dinner. But actually, I feel more than anything, you meet a person where you are inspired or you feel called to go. And this is going to have you seen in all your glory, as it were. I definitely see with that star energy that your wish of love can become your reality. But the magician tells me it's all about your focus. So have you ever noticed that when you have loads of work and you're focused on that work, it just seems to be never ending? There's more and more and more that comes. So your thoughts are building, the connections that you need to attract, as it were, or connect to for your future. So if you want more opportunities to find love, for example, visualize yourself being in a relationship with a person, going on dates, hand in hand, going on a vacation, really romancing your life a little bit more, and you're going to connect to vibrations and see more opportunities for that to be drawn into your life. That's what those two major arcana cards mean. It's rare to get two major arcana cards in these positions. So that means there is a big deal happening for you right now. I feel there is an opportunity for you to find the love of your life. Okay. Now we also have numerical synchronicity as well. We have 2 5s here and 2 4s. 2 kings. There's a lot going on in your reading right now, which means things are doubling up. So maybe there is a double date kind of energy going on in the future. Okay. But I feel more than anything, these are aspects of self and lots of synchronicities that you're going to see over the next coming weeks. So 5 5 4 or 4 5 5. You're going to see a lot of it in the next coming weeks. We've got that King of Pentacles, the earthly plane position, full of responsibility, work, of course, family, being serious. Life has got pretty serious for you over the last couple of years, which is fine. Of course, you're building stability for your future. And I feel there is this energy here of you taking your love life a little bit more seriously. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. And there is a need to settle down or feel secure in a relationship. With the 5 of Swords in the past, that can indicate that perhaps you've had experiences in relationships in the past that either tore you down or made you feel like a lack of confidence in love in general. You may equate love as pain based on your previous experiences. So that star is you healing and feeling like you're not quite there yet. So you may have put love on hold because with that whip energy, you're like, let me just keep it over there right now because it's a messy business and you're not about it right now. So I feel a lot of you are focused on your priorities with this card. But I do feel you're attracting someone who is secure into your life, someone who's thoughtful, someone who's kind, someone who's romantic and passionate, and most importantly, someone who articulates their feelings from a healthy place, someone who is not afraid of their feelings, and someone who communicates. You're getting a great communicator coming through, someone who's honest and true blue. So if you have had in the past someone who's betrayed you or lied to you or let you down, I definitely see that you're leaving it in the past because the 5 of Swords indicates you're leaving conflict in the past. Or if you've had experiences with people who self-sabotaged, you're leaving this in the past there as well. Okay, now With the potential position, the Ace of Swords indicates a wonderful, fresh new start. You're going to be talking to someone new. This is the potential. And of course, it's connected to the Clover card, which is all about the Wheel of Fortune, because it's the hand of the universe offering you an opportunity to achieve what you desire. So that's why you've got the Star and the Magician. It's like, get clear on what it is you desire. What is it you want to manifest? Because the universe wants to deliver to you now. It is time. It is divine timing. So I would say with this Ace of Swords, this is you taking action, you know, making a decision. It's a sword of truth. It's about you having new ideas. It's about you taking accountability for your life and being responsible for putting yourself in a position to integrate in some way. And I definitely see here with the Four of Wands, you will be integrated. So this can manifest in many different forms. It can be through an experience or an event, or it can be a hobby, or getting more active in the community, whatever it is for you, because it's going to be different for all of you there. But I feel change is upon you, and I feel this is destiny and fate, because often the Ace of Swords is connected to destiny. It is transformation. The law of karma comes on in and delivers you meaningful opportunities to connect with people. So I feel here forces beyond your human control are operating in your life right now to help you for your highest good when it comes to your love life. You need to meet the universe halfway by listening to the whisper in your heart, the calling of something that you're inspired to do, because the universe wants you to meet this person. Okay, and we have the Four of Swords. So I really feel the Four of Swords is connected to the whip there, because in the next 6 weeks, the Four of Swords indicates a healing, a rest, like taking a break from dating or even thinking about love. I feel this is your time to reinvest in self. You know, this indicates also that you're protected and redirected accordingly. So I feel for some of you, this could be a vacation or a holiday, you know, because we have the hammock there. So it can be some of you are planning a getaway. So that's the pause. You know, this is the next 6 weeks. There is a pause. So are you going to meet someone new in the next 6 weeks? The answer is no. Okay. But the Four of Wands tells me that in your near future, you are going to meet someone. The Four of Wands is you being involved in some sort of creative endeavor or group activity, or even harmonizing in a relationship with somebody who you will settle down with. You'll move in with this person and maybe even get engaged if that's something that you want right now. Four of Wands is an engagement card there. Some of you could also be invited to either an engagement or a wedding over the next coming weeks and months, okay? And or you may be attending, and that may be the challenge. So you may be like flying off somewhere because someone that's close to you is getting married, for example, and you may meet someone at that event and they are from a different part of the world as well, or perhaps then both parties need to come back, fly back and do their thing and get back to life and all of those things. So it just feels like there is an obstacle, or there is like a moment and then there's a pause between you both. But then you come back together. Four of Wands brings you back together. It is a reunion energy. So you are going to be coming back together with someone who is new in your life, but there seems to be like a break right at the beginning. Okay, so that's something that's coming through there very strongly. Now, the Four of Swords is all about the self. It is a place to take sanctuary when there is busyness. So a lot of you could be trying to reschedule things right now, or to reorganize in order to create more space for you so that you can actually allow yourself time to invest in the company of others, or get creative, or follow your passions in some way. But this is a card that says you need to take care of yourself. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there and so much love, because the Star is a healing energy. You're going to get through this, whatever this is for you. So if you are currently recouping your energy, or you're getting back to best, or even rediscovering that spark after life throwing you a curveball, I definitely see here you are aligning with your best self, and you are going to sparkle and shine and be noticed by someone who wants to love you, okay? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. My guides want me to touch the Ace of Swords again for some reason. Oh my gosh. Okay. I realize why. It's that song. Okay, the power of love, a force from above. Okay, so they want you to be aware that you are meant to meet this person. It's going to happen no matter what, okay? It is a force that is otherworldly. So you are meant to meet this person. It is destined. So relax. What is meant for you will never pass you by. But it is time to reinvest in self, do things for yourself that interest you, excite you as much as possible, and find a group setting, or it's not like you're finding that. It almost like is that you are going to find yourself in that. So I feel it's organic. It's not that you're seeking. It's like, oh, I'm interested in doing this. And then suddenly the universe sends you, like, I don't want to say an invitation. It's almost like you could look online and see an event that you've been dreaming about for a long time. And you're like, oh, that's weird. Nice, synchronicity there. But the universe is saying, no, it's not a synchronicity. We meant you to see that because you're meant to attend that, if that makes sense. So you're just going to see a lot of synchronicities. If you can think it, it is going to manifest for you. And that's the universe's kind of indication that you're on track, on target to meet this new person, okay? So the advice to yourself in this moment is the Page of Swords. Be vigilant. Keep your eyes peeled, but focus on your world. The sword is in front of the world, so there is a barrier there in some way. So it can be that, yeah, you want to get involved in a person, but you feel right now somehow there's something in the way, or you feel that you need to get ready in some way, okay? But the universe will kind of work with you on that energy, but ultimately you're still going to be surprised. Life tends to happen when we're making other plans. So it feels like, you may be making plans to do one thing and suddenly there's a bit of a plot twist and you are doing something else. And that's where you meet this new person. So watch out for that. There could be a reschedule of something, or there could be some sort of like, initially it feels like a fly in the ointment, but then it's not. It works out in your favor. So if you're meant to go to a certain event at a certain time, and then suddenly it gets canceled or rescheduled, or, there's a delay in the time, it's the universe holding out to make sure that you align with this person, okay? Now, of course, the Page of Swords also indicates that you are interested in something that you're curious about right now. That's the whisper in your heart. Pages bring news. So you're going to see lots of indications about this thing until you book it or do it, whatever it is. Okay, so if the event that you've had calling to you is like, I don't know, learn more about the stars, because there's lots of stars here. If you're like, okay, I really want to go to an observatory to see the stars, this could be the whisper in your heart telling you that it's time to book it. It's time to do it. Okay, so whatever the specific whisper is for you, pay close attention. The Page of Swords indicates there's going to be someone you're going to be very curious about. But also I'm going to pull a quick card here, because some of you, not all of you, but some of you, the Page of Swords can be that you are curious about someone already. Okay, that maybe you have a crush on someone already. Okay, so I just want to pull a quick card on that. I mean, aces tend to mean new person. Okay, so I want you to be aware. But 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be someone who is either a family friend or is a friend there with that 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, this person could be involved with somebody else right now, so just watch out for that. If you know that to be true, then of course you know that to be true, but if you don't, do a little bit more digging on that, because this is a card of investigation with that Page of Swords there. 7 of Pentacles, there's an energy here more than anything that if you have a crush on somebody, it feels like, I don't want to say it goes nowhere, because the 10 of Pentacles actually indicates, full investment in the relationship. But the 7 of Pentacles indicates a frustration, that you're at a crossroads. And it can be that as soon as you kind of like stop obsessing of this person, or like thinking about this person, and get on with doing your own projects and things like that, this person steps up and comes towards you and acknowledges that they too have a crush. Want to see one more. How's this going to end, this one, if they've got a crush on somebody? Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, it can indicate that this person has an abandonment issue, and that they are not emotionally available to offer the love that you truly deserve and desire. I mean, they will try, they will make the effort, okay? But the 5 of Pentacles, there is a sorrow or a lament about this person, and I feel this person is struggling with something right now, and they may even kind of like indicate to you that they have feelings for you, but right now they need to prioritize themselves for a little bit. Doesn't mean it's not never, it just means not now. But for some of you, in the meantime, you may actually let this person down or walk away from this person, or decide actually the relationship is not what you'd hoped for. Okay, I got to give it to you straight. I don't like to say that, but you know, that's what's coming out there. I feel ultimately, if you have a crush on a person and it's not moving forward, as soon as you step back and do your own thing, because the Five of Pentacles is to withdraw, then you will see this person coming forward, because their actions and words will align. So I feel if you have a crush, it's only a matter of time before they invest in the relationship, but you have to take a step back first for them to kind of come forward. I'm not sure why. I just get that they are struggling with something and they're dealing with it, but then they are paying attention. And as soon as you take a step away, it's like they don't want to lose you. So just watch out for that, and do a little bit of digging as well, just to make sure that they are single. But the main energy I'm getting here with this Page of Swords is to be curious about something that you are interested in doing, because that's going to lead you straight to this new person. Now we have the King of Swords here. This is the circumstances outside of yourself, okay? So this can indicate plans, okay? It can indicate strategizing to go to something, but also this is a card of truth. So you're meeting someone who's really honest, someone who is true blue, and I feel here with this King of Swords, more than anything, it's like you're thinking before you act. There's like a hesitancy here. So it's really interesting, because if you think about the King here of Pentacles, there's security. It's like this is a barrier that keeps you safe. And it's like if you open yourself up, there's a potential that what you're building could come crashing down or be somehow split in two, if that makes sense. So I just get this energy of you going, okay, I've built this life for myself so far. How would anybody coming on in be a welcome addition? You know, would it destroy the equilibrium? Would it cause chaos? If you've had chaotic relationships in the past, it could be something that's on your mind, because the King of Swords is a mind card. So let me just pull a quick card on that King of Swords. I feel more than anything, the King of Swords is someone you're going to be talking to. It's someone the universe wants you to meet. They have strong air in their chart. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but they definitely have it. We got the Two of Pentacles. There's two people. Two people here. We've got the Empress. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups. I mean, I'm being given the same message about walking away from somebody. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords here. We've got the Eight of Cups, walking away. So for some of you, if this is an ex, someone who's on your mind a lot, I mean, there could be some communication with this person, but the Five of Swords, it's like they're testing you. It can be that they're pushing your buttons, or they just want to see if you still have feelings for them. Just watch out for that, okay? But again, I'm picking up on this energy of there may be, with that Two of Pentacles, there may be rivalry for your affection, or, you know, there's going to be options there. Empress energy there indicates that, you know, you are magnetic. You're very attractive. Both inside and out, you have a beautiful heart. So you're attracting a lot of attention at this time. And that Two of Pentacles can indicate that there's going to be two people. We're really getting down to the details now. Two people, but there's one that you kind of walk away from. But there's just this energy. I keep getting this energy that there is a person that you meet that you just know that they are the one. And there is this either desire for independence with that Seven of Swords, or the Eight of Cups. It means like you distance yourself or walk away, or there's a vacation or something. It may even be like a transition period that you or the other person's going through, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're just amazing. And I'm completely enamored by you, and I'm like in love, but I just can't give to this right now. Again, it seems to be this energy that there is a hardship or a struggle for you to try to make it work at first. And it could be distance because the Eight of Cups is there, which is all about distance. It's about direction. It's about vacation or adventure. So you could meet a person who's about to take a sabbatical to go off and live in Brazil, right? And you're like, oh, we've just met. And they may live like 20 minutes away from you, but you've just met and you're falling in love. But they've booked this big like trek to Brazil for months. And you're like, oh, isn't that just great luck? We've just met each other and now we really want to spend all our time together. However, there's this fly in the ointment. I feel like the person will honor it, or whatever it is, you will honor it, whatever the distance is, but you will come together, you will reunite. Okay, so I just want to get clear on the energies. I feel like there is rivalry for your affection. There's someone who will flirt with you, but it goes nowhere. You let this person down, or you walk away, or it just doesn't go anywhere. Then there's another person that you meet where you're like, oh my gosh, this person is literally the love of my life. But there is some reason why you both can't be together at first, whatever that may be. But then you come back together because it's right, because you're aligned with this person. Thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. My guys just said, the path to true love never did run smooth. Is that Shakespeare that said that? I'm not really sure. But anyway, that is the comment my guys just said there. So we have hope and a fear, Five of Pentacles, okay? And the Five of Pentacles can indicate there's a fear of abandonment. I want you to be aware that this person is not abandoning you. When you meet them, you just know it's right. They're not abandoning you. They literally have a valid reason, or you have a valid reason, because it could also be you that's like, I can't give to this right now. And when that's completed or when that's done, then you both come together, because nothing is going to keep you and this new person apart, okay? Very complex reading, but I have to honor the energy that's coming out, because life is complex and sometimes love is like that, right? But for some of you, the hope and a fear is that right now the dating scene is looking very sparse. It looks very empty, and you're feeling a little bit like isolated, alone, or you can't see how you're about to meet a person. There's a longingness here and sometimes a loneliness. But this lack of opportunity doesn't mean, you know, that's always going to be the case. Sometimes there is a lack of opportunity because you're meant to focus on your sense of purpose. Sometimes we are protected on purpose and given a pause so that we focus on our responsibilities and our mission, our true calling in life. Now, because of the position that this card is in, you also read the reverse. So this can indicate that after a period of doubt or hesitancy, you know, suddenly your hope is returning. There is an opportunity coming on in, but also it indicates that your faith in love is restored. Okay, so that which has been broken down, it shall be restored. Where there is no growth, there suddenly shall be growth. So I definitely see here that out of the blue, there is going to be a high-level commitment that is offered to you. I feel there's a lot of potential there for you, and it may come with some choices. But whatever those choices are, the universe brings you together because you're meant to be together. The Four of Wands is an energy of saying, we did it. We made it. We have reached a milestone in our relationship. It is secure. So I feel with this Four of Wands that you are going to do something that brings you a lot of joy, whether it's, you know, you celebrating friendship, because there's something here about friendship. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it could be that you're invited to an engagement or a birthday or an event, a wedding, or something to support your friend in some way. It feels very creative. And remember the hats, my guides just said as well. So that Four of Wands indicates that you will be with a person who aligns with your truth. You know, this is success. This is celebration of, you know, being with someone. My guides are also giving me the Four of Wands on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. There's two figures. They stand, you know, in the center, and there's two wands either side. 1111, which is, of course, a soulmate union. And they are raising their arms, and they have bouquets in their arms. And above them, there's also a victory wreath, half of a victory wreath there as well. So it feels very much like you are going to reach the pinnacle point of meeting a person who celebrates you. that you fall in love with. And the bouquet, of course, I saw a bouquet in the water there. So maybe that is relevant of a wedding, because people do traditionally throw a bouquet. Perhaps you're going to be the one who captures it next, or it's that, you know, you will marry this person that you meet. Okay, so very complex reading, but I definitely see here you're about to meet a person of significance in your life. There'll be a pause. We got control. Oh my gosh. We've got confusion. We've got respect. So as I mentioned earlier, there's control here. Okay, that did come up in your reading quite a lot. We have confusion. So this could be that you're keeping someone at arm's length there. Strings. That's again about control. So if you have been in a very toxic relationship in the past, I feel it's important to recognize you're not going to repeat that cycle with this new person, okay? This new person is totally different. Memories, okay. So we have control there, as I mentioned. We also have confusion. So this could be also, especially since the star is there, your faith in love has been shattered in some way. And maybe you're confused as to why you have not met the person of your dreams just yet, but everything has a reason and a purpose. But I do see that you are going to meet someone who respects you, okay? And yeah, this person, they like public displays of affection is what I'm being given as well. So if you're not about that, I feel they will temper their energy. You just click, you fit, you understand each other. And I feel this person, you know, they're strong enough to walk by your side, and they love to be seen with you. They're just going to get a real kick out of that. They love to be seen with you. We do have the strings energy here. So some of you are cutting cords to something from the past. This can also be that, you know, this sense of control or responsibility has kind of like fizzled out that spark within you, and now you are reigniting it, is what I'm being given. Also, the strings can connect to a no strings attached energy. So it could be that, you know, you meet someone who you like let them down, or kind of say, no, that's not right for me. I did mention it earlier. There's kind of like an alternative person coming into the mix here. I can't tell whether it's an ex or whether it is someone that you meet that you go, actually, this is not fulfilling. I'm going to go in a different direction. And you walk away from this person or let them down in some way. And then you walk straight into the arms of true love. And we also have memories here. Interesting that we've got film stock here. So there could be some relevance with Hollywood or with a star or someone who documents stars. There's literally photographs of the stars there. So again, somehow it's relevant. So please be mindful of that. But you will build new memories with someone new. Okay, and it's number 29. When you reduce it, of course, that's 11. So 1111, you're going to see that everywhere. Okay, and that highlights that your soulmate is coming on in. So will you meet this person in the next 6 weeks? I would say no. Okay, but I feel after that, you're on course to meet this person. Oh my gosh, drop the mic. I can't believe it. You got the starfish. No, I put my hands in there, okay? There's a lot going on in there. It just feels like metal, and I close my eyes, and of course you can't see my eyes, so you do have to trust me on that, right? But I love to be surprised, and I am. Well, really I'm not, but, you know, we've got the star, again, starfish. So pay close attention. This is a synchronicity in itself, okay? Either this person is a star, or maybe you are, or maybe they're well known, or you are. But it could also be that the stars are aligning for you to meet this person, believe and receive, and trust the process. Now is the time for you to get clear in this pause on what you want in a relationship, what they look like, how they act, their traits, all of the stuff that are deal breakers for you in a relationship status kind of experience. It's important for you to know what you want, and then the universe shall deliver. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates, my beautiful Pisceans. Thank you so much, and love and light.